Hey folks, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. So we begin today staring at our computer rather than flying back and forth across the solar system, crashing into suns and stuff. So I feel like we have been to most of the places in the solar system, and I still feel like I'm kind of missing the thread here. So I wanted to kind of look over all the notes here and see, I don't know, where it is I want to go from here. So we have the Ash Twin Project here, and, well, actually, here, hold on. Let's go back and let's do this chronologically. A long, long time ago, maybe 280,000 years ago, a Nomai ship heard a signal from the eye of the universe that was apparently older than the universe itself. They thought this was interesting. They took off to try to find it without bothering to tell anyone. Unfortunately, they crashed when they came to our solar system. It's not really clear to me how they crashed, how they ended up in the Dark Bramble. I don't know if it was just really unlucky. I don't know if it's because the Dark Bramble screws around with space internally, but the point is they crashed. Bad things happened. Their ship is broken. Some escape pods did manage to launch. We did find the derelict ship, and it was kind of interesting. It is missing a warp core, which is broken, which is too bad. It also had some computer logs. It had the logs of the pilots and the crew right before and right after they crashed, and it also had some messages that sounded like they were from much, much, much later. From some other Nomai ships that were talking about how they were fleeing from the end of the universe or something. And that was very strange. And they actually talked about the ship that crashed here. It was like some old ghost story. So anyway, that was kind of neat. So it had the broken warp core, it had those messages, and then it had some piece of equipment. I didn't really understand what it was. We'll have to figure that puzzle out. Let's see here. So the escape pods went and they made a couple colonies. They landed on Brittle Hollow and then also on the Ember Twin. And then they started to rebuild their tech. We did discover the Quantum Moon. This had kind of developed a sort of mythology for them. It's actually kind of an oddball place. We did eventually manage to get there. We met actually a live Nomai, well maybe alive, Solanum. We had a conversation. Even if he wasn't alive, it was a very interesting little chat that we had. So he is of the opinion that, or he was of the opinion, or I don't know, time is a little weird in the Quantum Moon, that the Quantum Moon is actually in orbit around the eye of the universe, naturally. But unfortunately, just being there in orbit around the eye of the universe is not helpful. You can't go from the Quantum Moon to the eye of the universe, and we don't really know where it is. Well, actually, we do know where it is, to some degree. So during their tech backup, they decided that they wanted to find the eye of the universe. So they built this orbital probe cannon, and they were launching probes out. Essentially, the plan seemed to be to shoot them out in a random direction, wait and see if they found the eye of the universe, and if not, the 22-minute time loop would start back over, they'd send it in a different direction, so on and so forth. They did manage to blow it apart. We do see that every time that, the loop starts back over. Something that I thought at the time that may not actually be connected. So I had thought that the 22-minute thing was actually the result of the probe cannon, because they talked about like, hey, let's overpower the probe cannon, and also someone discussing, hey, we shouldn't build this thing because it might blow up the sun. I thought it was the probe cannon that resulted in the sun blowing up, but actually, I'm really not sure anymore. We went to the sun station, which was the thing that they were worried about blowing up the sun, and they hit the button, and nothing happened. The sun didn't explode. So I'm not really sure why that blew up, and I'm not really sure how they managed to make the time loop without that, power supply from the sun station. So, I don't know. That's a little unclear to me. One of the probes did eventually find the eye of the universe, but it gave me these coordinates that, I don't know. I don't really know how to use them. They don't fit in our nav computer in any way, and I haven't found any Nomai technology yet that will tell me how to fly there. So, actually, we have. Hold on. Let me look at my notes quick. So, the vessel is a spaceship. Spaceships have navigation systems. Navigation systems take coordinates. And these look like they could trace out the coordinates that we got from the probe system. So I wonder if we plunk this into the ship, if it will tell us where it is. Or actually, so the ship crashed and doesn't work because it doesn't have a warp core, or because something else was broken. If it's because it doesn't have a warp core, we could probably fix that. Because of the Ash Twin Project, they were talking about making an advanced warp core, and whether or not they'd made it. Oh, this would make a lot of sense. Oh, I wish I'd talked this through before I started this recording, because then I'd be like, oh, look at this thing I thought of. Oh, we gotta try that. I gotta try that. We gotta head back over to the ship and at least see if I can, put those coordinates in. It's not totally clear to me whether or not those little symbols can be traced out, but that makes too much sense. Okay, where was I? Oh, the ghost matter. So at the sun station, they made some casual mention of a comet they'd found entering the solar system. When they went there, they found this, like, ball full of exotic matter, and it broke open, and the exotic matter instantly spread throughout the solar system and killed every last one of them instantly. So that's why they're all dead. That doesn't really explain the time loop. That doesn't necessarily explain the sun blowing up. But maybe we can get some of that sorted out. So, should we head straight back to the vessel and see if I'm right with those coordinates? Yeah, I want to do that. Let's give that a try really quick here. It'll be quick by your standards. Let me turn on. I have another timer here for sun blow up. Where is it? Hit go. Okay. So, let me grab my spacesuit. It's always good to have an IVA suit, just in case you've accidentally hit the eject button, which is so awesome that we have an eject button. And also that it took me like 15 episodes to find it. Alright, so let's head back over to the Dark Bramble. And, let me go head back to the vessel. I'll see you there, I assume. Alright, well, here we are. So let's go ahead. Here, let's rotate this. There we go. So, the thingy to get that deployed. The control thingy to get this deployed. Come back. It is really hard to navigate in this room, by the way. Okay, so we've got this thingy. Let's cancel my velocity. Let's get over here and let me find my note. Whoa. Okay, so it looks like, this is hard to tell. This to that. No, need to reset. Okay. Is that a valid coordinate? That doesn't necessarily look quite right. It didn't do anything, so that must not be right. Okay. Or do I just need to guide it? Oh, okay, I just need to guide it over there. Okay, and the next one looks kind of like a ribbon. Come back. Okay, so there to there to there to there. See, I'm like rolling around. Whoa. Okay. And now the next one looks, I don't know, kind of like an N. Okay, so, oh, that's much easier to see. I should have done that earlier. Okay. Coordinates. Go. Oh, hey! That's new. And a whole lot of nothing there. So just out of curiosity, if I take the broken warp core and put it back in, now do I have to like do something neat with this control ball? Like, because we've still got a place over here that we can put a control ball that didn't seem to do anything. No, that didn't do anything. Well, before I, like, blast off and screw everything up, it takes forever to get here. It took me almost 15 minutes to get here. So I just want to make absolutely certain that nothing cool happens. Unless we go figure out where to find this core somehow or another. Alright, so nothing happens. Crap. Alright. Well, okay. Well, we've got some time here. Let's float here for a second. So I guess then the next thing to do would be to head back over to... So we've never found a way inside the Ash Twin. You know what? I wonder if I can get out. I'm going to see if I can get out. And we'll head over to the Ash Twin. And if I get there in time, it will be just about empty of sand. Ooh, this is grim. And, we can poke around, because I haven't found an entrance yet. Which is weird. Everything's full of entrances for other things. So, yeah, let's do that. Come here, you. 50% fuel. Yeah. We're here. It's alright. Although, mind you, I'm not sure I can just, like, fly back out of here. Maybe. Well, let's see if I can figure it out. I'll bet not. Oh! That's not what I expected to happen. Well, that was convenient. Thank you, Dark Bramble. Okay, well, let's head on into the twins then. And we are going for Ash Twin. Correct. Do not smash into Sun on the way. That has been a real problem in the past. Alright, so my timer says that we are at 17.5 minutes out of 22. And here's all our towers, which we've basically figured out. Kind of where they go for various things. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of sand here. So I guess we'll chill out for the next 4 minutes. Yeah, we can do that. Let me find someplace safe to land that isn't... Whoa, hold on. That isn't going to get us sucked across to the other side of the planet. We can just land here. Sure. Seems like as good a place as any. Okay, well, I fell over sideways, but that's not important. Okay, so my timer says about 2 minutes left. So let's go poke around on foot. Simply because I feel like I'm much more nimble this way. This is oddly reminiscent, isn't it, of, that one... Okay, we poked around I suddenly got distracted by the tower. Of, the Quantum Moon. How there's, like, that weird arch we passed under. Okay, so everyone keep looking for something crazy. So we've been inside those, and those are just basically elevators up to the top. Okay, there's some more towers. I think I've been in all the towers, though. Maybe I haven't. Hi, ship. 5 minutes no see. Actually, less than 5 minutes. Okay, so we're down to the last few minutes, so actually I need to finish up what we're looking for. Okay, this is just an underpass. Okay, so we're down to, like, the base whatever this is. No! Don't you dare! Okay, good. Thought it was gonna zip me away. Take me away. Okay, everyone look for an entrance. I'm not seeing anything that looks like an entrance. Seeing lots of solid ground. And in any case, this wouldn't actually work anyway, would it? Because we'd have to get all the way back to the ship in 1 minute and 10 seconds at this point by my clock. That doesn't make any sense. I mean... Well, it seems likely that wherever it is, you'd be able to get there from here, right? Because the whole point of all these warp towers was that it would connect together all the different parts of the project. Okay. So the question is, which warp tower is it? There we go. We can either start at the beginning or the end of the world. Because we've already been to all of them, haven't we? Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, you know what I could do is next cycle... See, I have, like, kind of an idea of where they all go, but I haven't, like, formalized it. So I guess what I could do is I could take the next cycle sort of off camera here. Wow, that just... all of a sudden gravity made me go. And catalog where all these things go and put them in a nice line, and then we can kind of figure out... We can try teleporting to each one, actually, and see if something strikes our fancy. So let's do that. Yeah, that's the plan. Alright, so I'll see you in a few minutes. But first off, let's watch the sun explode from such a nice vantage point. Again. Wonder how many times I've died. Yeah, it's really not clear what this thing does. To me. It's neat, though. Very neat. Alright, anyway, sorry. We are watching our doom. Here it comes. It's interesting because we met one of our other astronauts who said that there were too many supernovas at the moment. Maybe that has to do with the end of the universe. I don't know. Alright, so welcome back. So I have mapped out what all these towers, I'm sorry, where they connect. So maybe that little note is up on screen. Oh god, I hope I didn't put that up on screen. Anyway, so the first tower here, which is the one that's kind of like all by itself. This is the one that kind of looks like a gear. This one is the one that goes to the sun station, and it's full of like spiky things. Okay. And then I've followed the walkways going to the west. And the next one after this is a set of 2 towers, one of which goes to the Ember Twin. The broken one, I'm not sure quite what's up with that one. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. Oh wow, so I guess we're going on an orbit. Okay, so this next one over here goes to Timber Hearth. And then the one after that, you can just see now coming around the edge here, that goes to the Brittle Hollow near the Forge. And then the one that you're not going to be able to see here because we're going to die, the last one on the other side of that bridge goes to Giant's Deep. So, I'm not totally sure what I'm missing. I'm guessing that the broken tower is the one that's going to take us where it is we want to go. I mean, we're going to die long before that. Which is too bad, because this is kind of fun. But yeah, we're screwed here. But maybe I can make a soft landing. Let's find out. Let's fly into this bit of sand. And let's see where that takes us. Nope, it takes us to Doom. Oh, wait! I'm not dead. Maybe I can get to my ship. Wouldn't that be funny? So that broken tower, if that's going to be the key, I'm not sure how to do that. I guess the point is here, I guess the plan here is let's get back to the ship and or reset the cycle. More likely reset the cycle through death, it looks like. Whee! Alright, good. So now that we've died, let's grab our ship. And I want to take a look at some of the stuff in our logs here quick. Alright, so let's go glance at this. Alright, so let's take a look at this stuff for the Ash Twin project here. Okay, so yes. Okay, so there actually was an advanced warp core. Yep, we saw that. We saw that. Tower designs. Each tower warps to a different planet. They were designed to visually reflect its warp destination. Design them quickly travel between Ash Twin and all our locations crucial to the Ash Twin project. Okay, so we've got one that goes to the Sun Station. We've got one that goes to the Ember Twin, one to Timber Hearth, one to Brittle Hollow, and one to Giant's Deep. The Dark Bramble doesn't surprise me because it's not like they built anything there. What else does that leave? I mean, obviously, like, the side-by-side nature of the towers kind of suggests, like, the Hourglass Twins, but we were already on the Ash Twin. So maybe that actually takes us to wherever the installation is. Now, unfortunately, we have to hang out until the sand goes away, but that's okay. I can make that go away in a jiffy. Ready? Go. Ta-da! What did I say? Magic. I still want to know why it is they decided to move all the sand from one moon to the other. That's really weird. Alright, and we are parked far enough out of the way that I will be able to make it back here and refill my health and fuel and stuff like that. Okay, so this was the Ember Twin. We've been there. This one, on the other hand, is distinctly missing some important bits. Bits like the little guide thingy on top, which seems to be critical in order to make it, what's the technical term for this? Go. Otherwise it doesn't go. And we want it to go. Going is very important, because going takes us places. So I wish I knew what other location there was. It's kind of bugging me. Because there's no representation or anything like that around here. It's just like, I don't know. Like, here you go. Here's a broken tower. So, good luck. Well, let's wait for this to sink a little further. I may want to go refill my air in the meantime, but we'll see. The beautiful purple glow of a warp tower. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't patient enough. I mean, I could stand around a little longer. I guess that's alright. I distinctly remember standing on this and staring into the sky, and nothing happening. Maybe you guys could check it for me. I don't know. Alright, well, here we are. Warp core. Ready? Sky, go. Alright, so Mega Maid just passed by for the second or third time. Yeah, there's someone that died trying to get in here, too. And I don't know, man. I've been watching, like, the entire solar system circle around. I mean, this is one of the black holes, right? Yeah. Which are kind of cool looking, I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't get it, to be honest. Like, is there a way to remove it? Clicking on you as hard as I can. It's not doing anything. Is there something over here for it? Don't step on that. Where was the scroll for this? Was that up here, or was that in one of the other ones? As I promptly run into a beam. Stop it. Whatever's trying to... Stop it! You're being rude. Okay, here we go. Oops. This is not my proudest hour. I hope nothing interesting happens so I can cut this out. Alright, so now we're above the one that goes to the Ember Twin. That's right, there's a scroll up here. Come here, scroll. I just want to reread this scroll. Maybe it, like, will have some insight for me. Come on. We don't have time before Mega Man gets here, and I really want to read you first. Alright. Scroll. So this says... friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab. Yep, we know that. Became lost in the Ember Twin. High Energy Lab is the building with the big solar panels. Yeah, okay. Imagine our otherwise clever Kanoe would lose his own head if it wasn't impossible. Yep, that was pretty funny. So that heads back over there. That doesn't solve my question. Where this Kerjigger goes. It's sort of amazing how many bad things I've said about that sandstorm, huh? Alright, anyway, let's stay in here. Yeah, we'll be okay without the ceiling. I had to go back and get, like, oxygen and stuff. I think this is the third time it's gone past. We're actually pretty close to the sun blowing up. So, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just bored. I want to see if, having Mega Maid over here... Oh, crap! Whoa! What? What? Where are we? Wait, are we inside? That's not how these things work. Okay. Apparently it is. Wow, look at that thingy. Okay. We have seen this. 15 minutes 46 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Okay, good, my timer is ahead. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module, Giant's Deep memory storage, and Timber Hearth memory statue. I'm sorry, statues for both of those. And that is us, and that is our fellow explorer's name, who's I've missed. So it's not a person, it's the actual module that's using the last mask. Wonder which one is us. Yeah, that one broke. That's not good. Yeah, we've seen this. We've seen standing right here, like looking around at the masks, except it's been dark. Look at this thing. Look at this engine. Okay, anyway, focus. Wow. Okay, reading. Today we finished the excavation of the Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Look how far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I can still hardly believe Ramey's hypothesis was true. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. Well, non-trivially, that's for sure. Poke just set back the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Yep, on those two different planets. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through the Ash Tower now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Haha, funny. Okay, our friends in Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me that the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power for the device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can go the device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon? Or is Mallow part of the problem? There are many parts of this problem. Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event that it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Yep, I was so right about this. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and at last it is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. I had this all nailed. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. However, this is the closest we've ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound, we were only unable to power it. Perhaps there's another way. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate a power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. Well, we can wait for the Sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. We're halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored something new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Yeah, and your genocide. Things did not go well. Oh wow, there's all sorts of things to plug in here. Okay. One at a time. Brittle Hollow. Alright. Actually, we know this. Yep, the Advanced Warp Core. Yeah, we've read this. Okay. Or are these just copies of everything we've read? That's kind of cool if so. There's the probe tracking data. Let's see here. Ash Twin Project is almost prepared to receive the probe data. Is everything going well? Yes, we will automatically transmit all relevant data. Yep. And they're going to blow it up because of course they are. Actually, I gotta hurry. We don't have a ton of time here. Timber Hearth. Now, it was never clear to me what Timber Hearth had to do with this. My gratitude for the latest shipment. The last we'll need is for... This is the last one we'll need. Okay. Once you finish the shell that seals off the core, we'll need to check that there are no longer any physical entrances. Remy and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is so exciting! Can I offer an extra set of eyes for the final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I would be delighted to help. We're grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the core would lead to disaster. Okay, we still have a few minutes. I want to see what this does in the projection area. Maybe I just missed something important on Timber Hearth. So let's see what the projector looks like. Wow, I totally missed this wherever this is. Okay. Okay. Alright, so next up. This is taking forever. We gotta go. Oh, here's another thing. Giant's Deep. We've already seen this, but let's plunk it in. We've got enough time here. We've got 3 or 4 minutes. Yep, we've got masks. Yep. And there's that. Yep. And there's this. Ooh, and a giant control ball. Artificial gravity control. Oh, neat. Okay, well I turned off the gravity. So, yay. Whoa, I turned off the gravity. I wish I had gravity. You're about to access the core. Well, the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Really? This is it. We removed a warp core. Oh, let's head back to our ship. Because I think the sun is still going to explode, right? Let's find out. Okay, so has Mega Maid finished up her job? Uh-oh. I feel bad stealing the warp core, but yet I need it. For things. Specifically, I need it to repower their own ship. So, yeah. Okay, so the world is still going to explode. That's too bad. I was hoping that this would disable that as well. Okay, so I'm not totally sure what I did to make that thing activate. But now we know that that's where it goes. Oh, this. This is exciting. I could go back to our ship and read the logs, but I'm not going to bother. We'll do that at the beginning of the next episode. Drop warp core. That would be rude, wouldn't it? So, now the sun is going to explode for absolutely no reason. I mean, unless this is a natural supernova. I mean, it says it's at the end of its life, but I think that it should take a little longer than this for the sun to explode. I mean, maybe not. I'm no astrophysicist. You know, all I have is Wikipedia. This is neat, though. Alright, my timer says 30 seconds. I like this different music that we have. Maybe because we found the warp core? Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Okay, my timer says that the sun should have already exploded. So... There we go, just took a little longer than usual. Interesting. I wonder why. I guess we'll find out. Well, not right now. Right now we're gonna die. Which is fine. Wait. Wait. What? Oh no, it disabled the masks. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. All right. Crap. Can I resume my expedition? Let's find out. Because that's actually really quite funny, I'm not going to lie. Well, this episode's running long. Oh, I'm not going to tell you how long my recording is. It's very long. Okay, I was worried I have to start a new expedition, and I kind of panicked. Question is this going to have the new information in our log or not? Yep. Okay, we'll look at this quick. A hollowed-out chamber inside Ash Twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. There are 8 monoliths with Nomai masks attached. 3 of them are actively receiving data from the probe tracking module, Giant's Deep, and Timber Hearth. The Ash Twin project was designed to use the energy from a supernova to send a probe data from the orbital probe cannon 22 minutes into the past. It didn't work. Although the Ash Twin project was theoretically sound, the Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. And then let me actually die. In a very Dark Souls kind of a way. Super cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, I'm actually going to take one last detour, and we're going to find wherever that was on Timber Hearth, because I have no idea where that took us. So we're going to find that, and we're going to explore that, and then we're going to take the warp core to the vessel. So, exciting times. As always, thanks for watching. See you then.